What's up guys, Dickopin here and playing more TemTem. Now this footage isn't going to be much of anything. I just want to kind of have a rant about this game because, I'm 11 hours in. I beat the first quote-unquote gym leader person. And honestly, I just don't know how I feel about this game because what I'm doing so far just isn't what I was expecting. So let's get into the real points and not beat around the bush, okay? The major thing about this game that is really controversial to me is the MMO aspect of this game. So the map itself has been created to appease an MMO type game. And at least a small one, at least. And what I say by that is like the areas in between each city are like 3 times as long as they would be on a normal Pokemon game. They're long, they have someone in front of you every other step to make you do in a fight. And I don't mind this. You basically, get in a fight with a few people, then maybe run back to the town, heal up, get some more potions, and then go back in and keep making your way progress. But I don't see a fast travel. So it's kind of super annoying. Say if you did like a mission at the start of the game but haven't done it yet, I don't see a way to like cancel out that mission, and there's no way to go back there besides running all the way back there, and who the hell wants to do that? I just got the surfboard, maybe I can surf around, but I'm getting off topic. The major thing I'm trying to say is it advertised itself as an MMO. Now, it's not a massive MMO like Skyrim or Elder Scrolls Online, but it advertised itself as an MMO, and I don't see why. Okay, so it makes the map super annoying. It makes the map long and make it where it takes forever to get to point A to point B about fast traveling. Did that. That feels like an MMO, but that's just annoying. And so you look around, there's tons of people running around, and it's cool to see their TemTem. It's cool to see what they're wearing, but if you add them in battle, it's the same thing. You just take turns in 2-player battle. It isn't anything different. You can't really team up and go on quests like a normal MMO because there's no quest. There's just a normal single-player game here with people running around. It's why I thought it was fake at first. I thought it was being fake like PUBG Mobile, like Mario Mobile, where the people are fake because they're pointless. You're running around doing single-player stuff, but you see people running around, but you can't team up with them and actually make a difference. It isn't an open world like that. It's a single player world. So TemTem's confusing. I'm almost to the point where I don't think I like it. I want to play it more. I want to move on more and see where the story goes, and I do want to build up, but the grind is like 3 times as grindier than a normal Pokemon game, and I think it's due to the fact is it thinks it's an MMO, but it's not an MMO just because you have, 50, 60 people, whatever the max is per area. I mean, you can't tell. You don't go into lobbies. You just automatically spawn with a random lobby. So you can't tell how many people can be in one lobby. But it doesn't matter because the people running around the lobby, they're just ghosts. It's so weird. I have waved and done emotions to people all last night. I never seen one person do an emote back to me. You just have to hold Q and hit 1, 2, 3, or 4 and it doesn't emote. I've not seen one person do it back to me. Now I do believe that people are real. You can like add them as friends and click on their names and see them. I do believe they're real, but it's so pointless to have multiplayer in this game that it doesn't matter if they're real or not. They could be fake. It's just people running around. It just makes it look cool, and it gives them an excuse to stretch out this game that seems very small, but they stretch out the areas and they blame it on multiplayer to make probably this tiny game go stronger. And I hear you guys saying it's early access, maybe in the future multiplayer will be better, but I'm still not seeing how it will be. Say they add battling each other, you might can already do that. It doesn't matter, who cares if you battle each other, there's no point. Say if they add leaderboards, that'll help a little bit. It'd be cool to see who the actual top ranking Pokemon master is. TemTem master. But it's not going to matter. When you say the words MMO, and we're not talking about like, I guess, massively like a huge MMO like WoW, but just MMO. To me, it means teaming up with friends, going on quests together, unlocking mounts, and being in this amazing world that's open and huge and full of quests and boss and dungeons you can go to, that you can do with friends. You can make random friends, you see people run around. And that's what an MMO to me. An MMO to me is not a single player game that just has ghost other players running around. And that's one of my biggest gripes about TemTem is, as much as you can call the multiplayer real, it is real people running around, it is a fake multiplayer game. It is a single player game disguised as a multiplayer game that has multiplayer for no point. Again, you know, I just don't see the point of the multiplayer. It would have been so amazing to be able to team up with people in teams and go out and become the best and like fight people in a real Pokemon MMO. But this is not a Pokemon MMO. This is a single player game that forces you to be online to see other players run around but not be able to do anything with them. And even if they update it later on to do multiplayer, they would have to change the whole map. Because to make this an MMO, they need it to be an actual open world. Not how it is now. It's not an open world right now. It is a linear path to each city that's really long, and you do fights along the way. But there isn't open the world. We can go to some dungeon and fight some boss that respawns every 5 minutes. It takes a whole bunch of people to fight. It doesn't have events going on. We all team up together and go do an event. It doesn't have any of that cool shit like say Anthem has, that WoW has, that any real MMO has. This is not an MMO. It's a single player game that just has little ghosts of other MMO people, of other people running around. And that's what really bothers me, you know. I'm starting to think this whole game is just kind of fake. It's, you know, I think that once, you know, oh my god, this MMO isn't real. Oh my god, this is not as good as Pokemon. Oh my god, I caught everything. I'm only 15 hours in and it's cost $35. Yeah, that's where I think I am with it. You know, I'm going to play a little bit more and see if I'm wrong, but I don't see the thrill anymore. I really don't. The MMO's fake. The levels are hugely long and they're tedious to go through all the battles over and over again. And honestly, I didn't even get a badge. I literally got a surfboard for being the first quote-unquote gym leader. So I don't know, man. I want to play TemTem a little bit more, but it's definitely starting to fall apart and show that there's not a lot of stuff underneath the mechanics. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and we'll have more TemTem and a lot more videos coming soon. Dust and fly, like, subscribe, peace.